Yep, 1 inch. Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Ruger American Rimfire Rifle in 17 HMR. So first of all guys, let me show you what it comes with. So we've got the Ruger safety manual here. We've got the usual promotional gear and a sticker from Ruger. We have the Ruger lock, and also being the Ruger American Rimfire, we do have the interchangeable stock module. Okay, so it comes with a high-rise one here for using a scope, which reminds me I should change that over on this one, and then we just have the flat one more for using the open sights. So let's go ahead and show you all clear here, and we'll give you a run by of it. Now most people are pretty familiar with the Ruger American Rimfire. I mean, this is just a standard model. You can get a whole heap of different ones nowadays, from compact to ones with a threaded barrel, and you know, even different coloured and type of stock options. So we'll start off with the barrel here. We've got the Cold Hammer Forged steel free floating 22-inch or 56 centimetre barrel. We've got the high vis Williams green front sight there. Now we've got a target crown on it, and it's just that standard blued finish. For 17 HMR, it's a 1 in 9 inch twist from memory. We do also have the Ruger 1022 style flip up sights, so obviously they're folded down there so it can accommodate the scope on top. So overall length of it is 41 inches or 104 centimetres, and the 17 HMR comes in at 6 pounds or 2.7 kilos. Now the receiver here is basically a 3/8 of an inch rimfire scope base machined into it, okay, and it's drilled and tapped for Weaver number 12 bases. I've got the Tally lightweight 1 inch medium height rings on this, and probably one of my favourite rimfire scopes, which is the Loophole VX Freedom Rimfire 3 to 9x40 MOA reticle optic. I've got this on, yeah, well, pretty much every Ruger American Rimfire I've got, and I've got a couple of them now, and I just find them a really well-priced budget scope, nice and clear, and just do the job. It's as simple as that. Now the bolt here, it's a 60-degree throw on it, fairly short there. It's great out in the field. I mean, I've used these rifles now since they first came out, almost 10 years ago now. And look, I've had no issues with them. I've still got my original Ruger American Rimfire in 22LR, and it has not missed a beat, and it's had thousands of rounds put through it. No real love apart from a bit of G96 on it, and it just continues to shoot and take game to this very day. The safety on these is just a tang safety, so we've just got forward for fire and rear for safe. It locks obviously and prevents you from pulling the trigger. However, you can still manipulate the action there with it on safe. We've got the Ruger Marksman adjustable trigger here, so it's got basically another safety built in, which is this trigger safety in the middle of the trigger blade. So that needs to be depressed before you can pull the trigger. So if you don't depress that, you can just pull on the trigger and it won't go off, okay? That must be depressed before you can pull the trigger. So fully adjustable there from 3 to 5 pounds, so very easy to do, guys. You just simply take the barreled action out of the stock there, and there's just a little Allen screw at the front that you can move clockwise or counterclockwise, you know, to adjust it to your preference. We've got the extended mag release here, which is straight off the 1022. The magazine is just a rotary magazine. However, for 17 HMR, it's the same as the 22 Magnum. It is a 9-round rotary mag. Okay, obviously they wanted to keep it flush, and it needs to accommodate that slightly bigger round over the 22LR, which has the 10-round rotary magazine. However, this is where we're extremely blessed here in Australia. we have the Victor Precision 26 round magazine for 17 HMR, or if you use this in the 22 Magnum, it's a 25 round magazine for the Ruger American. So absolutely brilliant. I've done a separate review on this, guys, so please take a look at it if you like. But yeah, it's awesome because, you know, you can, if you're out doing pest control, you don't want to have to just reload all the time. And even just out having a plink, it's great having that higher capacity magazine available right here in Australia. So the synthetic stock on these just take an absolute beating. As I said, I've had no problems with any of the Ruger American rimfires that I've had, and that includes the stock. You know, you can beat them up. They don't mark very easily, so it's great for practical applications out in the field where you're going to get those knocks, whether you're climbing in and out of the back of a ute, on and off, you know, an ATV or something similar. These stocks are very, very robust. We've got the sling stud at the front there, and also, you know, at the rear, the interchangeable stock module, as I say. We've got the logo at the bottom of the stock there. I just like that, I really do. And we've just got the textured grip there. Okay, so they've just, I don't know, they just do a lot for the price, Ruger. That's why I like these rifles so much. I mean, usually they're very accurate. They are very budget price, but they're just a firearm that allows you just to be able to get in and enjoy shooting, you know, without having to break the bank. So obviously, being Ruger, made in the USA, at the time of doing this review, you're looking at about $600 for one of these here in Australia. Okay guys, so we'll get out on the farm now. I'm very keen to put some rounds down range. The reason for this review is you guys have asked for it, because I've predominantly done 22 Magnum, 22 LR, and only a couple of 17 HMR reviews. And you guys are very big fans out there of the 17 HMR naturally. So I'd love to hear it in the comments below, guys. Which do you prefer, 22 Magnum or 17 HMR? Tell us why in the comments below. All right, guys, let's get out on the farm now and put this rifle through its paces. All right, guys, let's run you through the ammo that we'll use through the Ruger today. So I'm going to start off with the Remington with the 17 grain AccuTip, which is kind of like a VMAX, their brand of that, or version, I should say. Then we've got the Federal loaded with the 17 grain VMAX. Then we've got Hornady loaded with the 17 grain VMAX. Then we've got Hornady XTPs, which is a 20 grain projectile. And then last of all, we've got the CCI Game Point, which is a 20 grain jacketed soft point. So a little bit of variety here as far as 17 HMR goes. So I'll fire 5-shot groups there at 50 yards. Then if we have a clear winner, we'll then take it out to 100 and show you how it groups there. So as we always do, guys, we've got a little bit of wind coming up and down, but these are real conditions. So the results that you see here will be what you can expect in those real conditions. Okay, so the first one was the Remington, and we've come in at 0.7 of an inch. Then when we come down to the Federal with the VMAX, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was just, yeah, absolutely woeful, unfortunately. 3.1, 3.2 inches there. Then up to the Hornady VMAX. Now, I thought we've got some promise here, but then we had a flyer, so that's blown out to probably about 1.2 inches. If we had the 4 shots there, we would be down to a 1/2 inch, which, you know, is what I was aiming for, pardon the pun. Then we come up to the Hornady 20 grainers, bit of spread there. We're out at like 1.6 inches. And then finally down to the CCI Game Point. I really thought we were onto a winner there, but once again we had a fair bit of spread there as well. So yeah, 1.4 inches on that one. So I don't know, I think probably the most promising would be the Remington 17 grainers, and then the Hornady VMAX 17 grain. So I think those two ammos will take out to 100 now and just see how they perform. Okay, so at 100 here, the Remington spread a little bit. We got 1.3 inches. But then the Hornady VMAX, a little bit more consistent there. Well, I think we'll come down to maybe an inch. Yep, 1 inch. So I think out of my testing here, the Hornady VMAX is what I'll zero the rifle for. So loading of the 9-round rotary mag is very simple. The same as the Ruger American, you know, with the 22 Magnum. But you know what? 9 rounds just isn't enough sometimes. And that's where you need one of these 25 or 26 rounds for 17 HMR, I should say. Mags from Victor Precision. Very easy to load, and adds way more capacity for those extended plinking hours of fun. So much better than the 9-round rotary magazine. Let's have some fun. Alright guys, I'll wrap up my final thoughts on the Ruger American in 17 HMR. Now, straight off the bat, I'll say I'm a 22 Magnum fan over 17 HMR. Which are you? You know, comment below and let us know why. But for me, I prefer the 22 Magnum. It's just got that more knockdown, a much wider range of ammunition in obviously bullet weights, and yeah, I just find the accuracy more consistent, believe it or not, than what I have with the 17 HMR. But in saying that, the 17 HMR, I'm glad we got to that inch group with 5 shots out there at 100 using the Hornady VMAX. You know, that was reassuring. At first, I wasn't too impressed with those groups there at 50, but we finally got there in the end. As for the actual rifle, look, I mean, I love the I love the Ruger Americans in general. What I love about them is the fact that they're at a budget price, but they allow anyone to get into shooting and, you know, have a reasonable amount of accuracy to go out there and enjoy a bit of target shooting, a bit of plinking, or, you know, that bit of hunting. They're made very robust. Obviously, you know, having the synthetic stock is a big thing. The compatibility with magazines, I mean, obviously here in Australia we're blessed with these magazines from Victor Precision, so, you know, 26 rounds of goodness in 1.7 HMR or 25 rounds in the 22 Magnum, but the 9-round Ruger rotary magazine that it comes with as standard is just fine as well. But if you want that little bit extra, well, the availability is there also. I do like the high-vis open sights on these. You know, so if you're the sort of person you like a little bit of that old school plinking fun, you just want to use open sights, look, you can do it. Trigger is, you know, acceptable enough. If you want to look at some of the real upgrades that I've done before with my Ruger American, have a look at my Ultimate Upgrades video that I did, because I talk about the Timney trigger and other upgrades, you know, that I've put on various Ruger Americans of my own. So guys, look, overall, as I say, 22 Magnum would be my preference. However, you guys have been really asking me about the 1.7 HMR, especially those of you who are big fans of it. But yeah, I just prefer the 22 Magnum. However, I'm happy we finally got to that 1-inch group there at 100, you know, using the Hornady V Max, as I say. So guys, overall, we'll leave the review at that. Hope you enjoyed watching it. So till next time, we'll catch you then.